yesterday got the automatic bid. R.J. Hunter, the hero, making 2 free throws with 21 seconds to play. His father, Coach Vaughn, then celebrated, and he'll never forget it, tearing his Achilles in the process. Let's get to know these Panthers at Georgia State. They finished the season 24-9, 15-5 in the Sun Belt. They took the regular season title in the postseason tournament in just their second season in the conference. They're making their first NCAA tournament appearance since 2001 when they defeated Wisconsin back then in the round 64 as an 11 seed. First up for them, they're going to see Baylor. And it was a low-scoring game in the Sun Belt. Only Kevin Ware hit double figures. He had 18 points. The high-scoring Ware and Coach Hunter now join us live on SportsCenter. First, congratulations to you both. And Coach, how are you feeling?
Well, I feel a little bit better. They just put a cast on me about an hour ago and told them I'm not going to do surgery because I want to be able to coach in this game. So I'm just happy to be able to coach in the game.
Wow, gamer. You're going to let it heal naturally then, right?
How does
well, I tell you what, I'm looking at this guy right here, and I'm thinking about what he went through. This is nothing. You know, I kind of felt bad after I thought about it. I felt sorry for myself because, man, I think the NCAA tournament, and I hurt myself. And then I look at Kevin Ware, and I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. So I just put a smile on my face, and we move on. Because this guy's, he's done a lot more than this.
He certainly has. How, though, will it affect your coaching style? You have to just sit there propped up on a chair?
Well, in 23 years of coaching, I've never sat down before. And so this will be the first time that I'm going to sit down. I'm actually going to see if I can get a rolling chair where I can kind of roll up and down the sideline. And so if I run into an official, I'll have an excuse this time.
Oh, this is beautiful. It's great. Kevin, it is so good to see you back in the NCAA tournament. We all remember the brutal broken leg that you suffered a couple of years ago when you were playing for Louisville. What has the journey back to this point been like for you?
It's been a roller coaster, honestly, but I couldn't think of more people to do it with, but outside of Georgia State and the guys here.
What does this mean to you to make it all the way back to the tournament? I know there were some that wondered whether or not you'd be able to play again. I know you never questioned your ability to come back, but to get back into the tournament, what are you feeling this morning?
That's big. You know, I know these guys were snubbed last year. They took a hard loss last year to Lafayette that would get them in the tournament. But that's behind us now, and I know that it's big. You know, it's big for the school, it's big for the community, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
When you were last in the tournament, you were with Louisville. What's it like playing for a 14 seed, happy to get a shot, and potentially do some damage, as opposed to playing for a tournament favorite, and you're expected to at least get to the second week?
It's easier for us, you know. We're the underdog now, you know. Playing Baylor, they're the number 4 seed, so all the pressure's on them. We just got to stick with our game plan and get the job done. I feel really confident right now. You know, we're playing really good. Everybody's coming together, and I like our chances.
Coach, watching the end of that game was emotional because before we even knew that you were hurt, your son RJ, who hit 2 huge free throws down the stretch to put your team in front, looked like for a second that he may have been injured. I'll get your thoughts on that in a second, but first of all, forget as a coach. What was it like as a father watching your son go to the line in a tie game, knowing he's a great free throw shooter, but also knowing the team needs him to hit a pair?
Well, it's funny because I was actually going to call a timeout before he shot the free throws, which is odd because usually the other coach calls it an ice the free throw shooter. But I wanted to bring him over and I was going to say, give him a joke just to relax him a little bit because he had a tough game. But before I could do that, the other coach had called a timeout. And when he came over, I just looked at him and said that, you know that new car that you want? You make these free throws, buddy. You'll get that new car. So he kind of laughed. And you know what? That may be an NCAA violation because it's my son, so I better be careful.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, is that permissible for the coach to say you get a car if you hit free throws?
He's your kid.
Let me tell you what, I could care less. For those free throws going to the NCAA tournament, my son would get that new car. You can believe that.
Oh, that is great. That is a terrific story.
Yeah, win the game, violations, worry about those later, Coach. But I can't believe you almost iced your own kid. You thought about icing his own kid.
Confident in him, yeah.
You should be confident in him.
Well,
he has a sweet stroke.
Well, I appreciate that. But see, he also, we laughed this morning because RJ, when he was 7 years old, we had father pitch baseball. And I pitched, so for all the kids, I used to pitch underhand to him. And to my own son, I threw a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right here when he was 7 years old. And so he unfair treatment. So.
Oh, that's great, Kevin. I know that you have experience of coming back from a leg injury. I'm guessing that you may have given Coach some sort of advice for what lies ahead. What have you told him about dealing with this injury?
I haven't had a chance to tell him anything yet. Honestly, I was actually doing media when the entire thing happened, so I'm looking over here like, is Coach on the floor? Like, is he okay? Like, I had no idea what was going on. So when they told me he tore his Achilles, I'm like, Coach, you didn't even play. Like,
well, Herm Edwards told me a moment ago, Coach, to tell you to know your skill set.
Well, tell Herm this. I'm still a better athlete than Herm. They tested and said my vertical in that jump was 37 inches. So I know in the combine that's a big thing. So tell him I had 37 inches before the Achilles went out.
Herm is screaming from back here. He wanted to let you know his vertical was 42.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's beautiful. Coach, we're impressed that at your age you're able to jump out there with your guys and celebrate. We're sorry that you had the injury, but you have a lot of great stories around your team. It was a low-scoring game yesterday, but it was fun to watch. And best of luck to you guys. As you, oh, wait a minute, Herm's just walked out here.
Coach, good luck to you now. I mean, Herm's with us, Coach. I watched all that you were doing. You got to know your skill set, Coach. That's for the young ones. Let them young ones do all that job. You just keep coaching. You're doing a great job, Coach. Good luck to you now, buddy.
Hey, thanks, buddy, man. I appreciate that coming from you. But it did look good, though, right?
You look good.
It did look good,
And
right?
you know what? I like the way you hobbled back to the sideline. You was like really classy the way you did that.
I had to do that. Hey, Herm, my kid was looking at me, man. I couldn't embarrass the whole family.
Coach, since you're sitting this week, just make sure you got good socks on, man. Don't be showing your socks on this week. Socks, Coach, when you sit.
Herm, no. And I'm leaving here getting a pedicure.
Okay.
I'm going to get a pedicure. First time ever. I'm getting a pedicure, Herm.
All right, my man. Good luck to you, Coach.
Kevin just lowered his head in shame,
thanks,
Coach.
buddy.
He just lowered his head in shame for you.
It's such a good time. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it and you can laugh through the pain. And Kevin, go get them.
Yeah.
This tournament is yours. Enjoy it.
No, that was fun.